Hey y'all, it's Mecca Mecca and I'm coming to you with a new YouTube video as promised. And you know, when I have my little robe on, it's story time. So today's story time is going to be about how I got in a fight with my coworker. So as y'all know, I work in Milford and I work at a restaurant. So I'm in the front of the line. Like, I serve the food to the people. Like, I'm letting them choose the foods that they want, and I have to make sure the food is presentable, the food is good, tasting, and everything. Then we have people that are in the back that's prepping food, doing dishes, like whatever. So I'm in the front of the line, and one of me and my good co-workers, we're in the front line, and we're looking at the food, making sure they're straight, and we got to call online like what we need, like lay steak or anything. So I'm on the hot side and it's the cold side. So I'm on the hot side and I pick up the rice. Why I pick up the rice? And the rice looked like a snowball. Like, the rice is mashed up and I'm trying to mash it with the spoon, but it's not mashing because the rice is so gushy. And then when I broke it apart with my hands, it looked like mashed potatoes. So you know what I did, right? I picked it up with my hand and I went to the back. I was like, so this is what we serving? So this is what we serving? And one of the boys in the back that was doing like prep work and doing / dishes, he was like, he was like, who you talking to? And I was like, I'm talking to whoever made the rice. And I'm thinking he's just doing the dishes. I'm thinking the other boy that's all the way near the rice pans, near like the cleaning area, he was prepping it. So I'm sitting there, I'm just thinking it's him or whoever. He gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with it? I'm like, do you see it look like a snowball? Like, and when you open it, it's mashed potatoes. Why would you serve this to anybody? And the guy, he gonna come over to me, the guy that was near like the rice pan, he was like, oh, I didn't make that. I didn't make that. He gonna go to the front. He was like, I'm taking my break now. I was like, okay. I was like, so you made it? He was like, yeah, I made a rice. Why you getting in my face? I was like, cause would you eat this? Like, seriously, would you eat this? We're serving rice, not mashed potatoes, not snowballs, not whatever it is that you put on this line. And I guess he just felt some type of way. He was like, why you getting in my face? Mind you, this guy just got out of jail. Like, literally, he just got out of jail. Then 2 weeks, he applied to my job and he got the job. So he's already fired up and stuff like that. He got his wall up and stuff like that. But I'm not the one. I told him, we not in the court, sir. So don't be getting all hyped up with me. We not gonna take this out on the court. You need to understand this. He like, no, you're sitting there saying I'm making nasty rice. I said, because you are making nasty rice. And my coworkers, they're petty, so they're sitting there laughing in the office. And I'm upset. And then my coworker Samaj, she in the front, she was the one on cold side next to me, and she laughing. She was like, yo, Meg. She was like, you better stop. He just got out. He fresh out. I'm like, I don't care. Like, you need to understand this. You need to serve food that you will want to eat. For me, I'm the one that is on the line. Like, me and her, we're on the line. Why would we serve food that we wouldn't want to eat ourselves? And mind you, everybody in my job, we eat our food. We eat the food there. So if we're seeing that it's mashed up rice, we're not going to eat it. If he's seeing it's mashed up rice, you definitely not going to eat it because you make the rice. You're going to want the fresh rice right there. So he was like, whatever, don't be getting in my face. So I was like, man, whatever. So I go to my manager that was on the shift. And he was like, Mecca, just chill and stuff like that. Our managers are cool there. Like, they're strict, but they're cool there. They understand. I was like, would you make this rice? And I brought him the little snowball of rice. And he was like, no. He was like, I want to make that rice. He was like, you already know how my rice is. I said, that's right. I was like, y'all are training him to do better. And I was like, I'm not even coming at you in a mean way. I was just coming at you like, why are you making it? And I was joking around. Like, when I came to the back, I was like, so we making snowballs now? And I'm showing it around to everybody in the back. And he was the only one that got mad. And I was like, But my manager, he was like, dust it off and stuff like that. He gonna make new rice. Boom. A whole new rice came. The rice was looking like brown rice. So we have brown rice, white rice. It looked like brown rice, brown rice. I'm like, yo, I bring the spoon full of rice. I said, what is this? What is this? He like, why you keep coming at me? Da-da-da. You need to stop coming at me. He was like, yo, Rhonda, get her. He was like, I'm not the one, for real, for real. I was like, first of all, you're making brown, burnt rice. You're making snowball rice. You're making mashed potato rice. You're not doing nothing. And he stay on his phone, mind you. Everybody in that job stay on their phone. That's just the God-given truth. People be staying on their phone. Like, you're going to be on your phone when you have a break. But I learned that I can't be on my phone at work. Like, you got to know when it's the time. But everybody, they do their job. For him, he's sitting there, it looks like he's just on his phone and he's not paying attention to what he's doing. And that's not going to slide right by me, because if anybody higher up was to come in and we had to serve them that, they would have a problem with it. Like, that's my whole thing. And he's not getting that through his head. He was like, why do you care so much? Like, I keep telling you, you can't serve people this. He's like, oh, I don't care what you're saying. Like, and we're going back at it again. And my manager, he was like, Oronde was like, y'all can't be arguing. There's people in the dining room. And he's right, because once I start going, I'm not going to stop. I don't care. I'm like yelling at him, he yelling back. I was like, whatever, it's Samaj, and they still laughing. Like, my coworkers are still laughing because they know how I am about the food there. Like, you're not gonna serve people trash food that you wouldn't even eat. That's just the God-given truth. You're just not gonna do that. If I see you making snowball rice, I'm not giving that out. If it's mushy, I'm gonna tell them about it. Like, my general manager, no, I'm the first one on them. If the beans looking dry, I'm putting water in it and I'm still complaining. I'm gonna talk my shit, period. Like, I don't care. But me and him, we got into a whole argument. The next day when my general manager came, I aired her out. I said, listen, we got in an argument and this is what happened. She was like, Mecca, what? And I'm like, yes, we got in an argument and this is what happened. Me and him, we got in an argument, and I told him, me and him are not in the court. He cannot bring all that aggression, because as soon as he started getting loud with me, and I see that he's like, he trying to put the moves on me, oh, it's a problem. But we not on that type of time. But after that, I think he learned his lesson from working with me on the shift, because if you on grill and I'm on hot and your hot is not looking how it's supposed to be looking, I'm gonna talk shit the whole entire shift. I'm gonna tell the general manager I don't care, because I have to eat this food in between shifts. There's nobody there. I'm munching along with everybody else, and if I'm munching and the food is not munchable, then it's a problem. Like, that's it. But after that whole scenario, me and him, we wasn't talking for a while. Like, not at all. I think he even told my general manager what happened. He basically was like, yo, she got in my face. Like, that's what he said to her. But I was like, whatever. I didn't even care. I told my side of the story and he told his. Well, whatever he told her. But yeah, when I tell you, that was the most heated conversation I ever had at my job with somebody. Like, literally, night crew already know. Like, if you're working in fast food restaurant and you're on night crew, you already know, like, the food still gotta be as good as it is in the daytime. Like, there's no excuses. And even if you're night crew, you already know you gotta clean up other stuff. You gotta make sure you still gotta make sure you're on top of your game, because closing come, you gotta clean up everything. It's a fast food place. Come on, you gotta be clean. But after that, we didn't talk. We've been on shifts like 2 times after that, and he was on some didn't talk to me. And when he did talk to me, I had to make his plate of food, and I was like, tell me everything you want. I didn't even do step by step with him. I was just like, tell me it all. I know how to, I'm gonna remember it. I can remember what you want. Just tell me it all. And he did. But Then you want to know what? I'm in a work environment. I got to see these people every day, so we might as well just get along and put our differences aside. And it's 2019. I'm not just going to come into the new year holding grudges at work. So a few days ago, this was recently, he came into work on his shift, and I was about to leave because I'm starting to do morning shifts now because I can't do night shifts. So he's a night shift person, I'm a morning shift person. So he comes in a little bit earlier before his night shift, and he was like, can you make me a plate? But it's other people online. But he was like, can you just make me a plate? Because as we like getting ready, we got to stock underneath and stuff like that. So I was like, you want to know, I'm just going to let them stock underneath. I told Samaj, because she was on the shift with me, I was like, you want to know what? You don't even, like, I'll make his plate. So I made his plate. I was like, would you like brown or white rice? I did step by step with him. I was like, you're not going to get no sauce and stuff like that. I just tried to joke around with him. And then after that, like, we just been kidding around. Like, when I see him, it's like no hard feelings and stuff. It was just how we came at each other. I learned that you cannot come at nobody in any type of way because you don't know how people gonna take it. Like when I came at him, I was just joking. I was like, so we serving snowballs and stuff like that. I'm sitting there juggling the rice up with my hands. Like, so we doing that now, but I guess he didn't like it, and I definitely didn't like how he came back at me because it didn't come to all that. But yeah, so we cool now or whatever. But I just know if you making messed up food on my hot side while I'm working, I'm gonna talk all junk about your food. Like, I don't even care. But yeah, that's the time that me and my coworker got into an argument. When I tell you I don't play about my job, I don't play about my job. So y'all need to know, y'all don't want to work with me. But yeah, me and him, y'all, if y'all would have seen him, if y'all could even ask my coworkers that was working with me, yo, it looked like he wanted to take it to the court with me. Like, this fresh out dude, like, I wasn't for that. I know you just came out. He be doing his 50 push-ups a day. Like, he was on go when I sat there and came up to him. But it is what it is now. Hope y'all enjoyed my video, my little story time. There will be many more to come. Thank you.